Oh man, that run was something. We did end up, of course, managing it, but obviously it was quite the journey. So welcome everybody to another episode of the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance Plus series. Hope you all had a good start to your Thursdays here. Yeah, that one, it was a run that was kind of not, it didn't feel like a crawl run, but look, if it quacks like a duck, it barks like a dog, it's probably some dog chasing a duck. But look, you get what I'm saying at. It wasn't a traditional crawl run, but all the elements were there. I mean, it took a very, very long time for us to get from point A to point B. A very, very long boss kill on Mom that almost ended up wiping us out. So it was something. Those of you who love crawl runs, obviously you got some good enjoyment out of it. And hope you had a great start to your Thursdays. Here's your meme of the day, brought to you by Prestigious Turn 268 on the Sinvicta subreddit. Title of the thread was extra, read all about it. The Sinvicta Times. This is from a couple days ago, obviously, so it's a little predated. And it only cost 90 cents too. So breaking news: Mom's knife hospitalized due to strain of carrying, episode 318. More on page 7. Now the news. Book of the Dead spawns bone flies. Experts talk about the new findings on page 9. Oh man, Prestigious Turn obviously just makes some of the best, if not the best, memes of the day. We need to see if someone can compete with Prestigious Turn. He's got a majority ownership of all the memes of the day so far. So thank you very much, Prestigious Turn, and everyone who upvoted that one. And again, a shout out to Prestigious Turn. He does an awesome job with the memes. He puts a lot of time and effort, and he doesn't even get paid for them. So thank you very much. They're always a banger. C-Day is, I thought we had, for a second there, I thought we had Ipecac. I was worried. C-Day is going to be Yelly. What the Yelly? Zero Victor Yankee 2. We've got Dracula's, we've got Nosferatu's haircut, along with Black Hole and Infestation 1. Infestation 1 is going to give us attack flies every time we take damage, and that's about it. Ooh, careful now. Almost shot without looking. We have a tinted rock plus a pot up here, and once again we're starting off with only 3 HP, and they're all soul hearts. So that's, I say only, but that's a good amount to start with. That's the base Isaac amount. But with it being soul hearts, so again, you got to be careful here. Yeah, we got to take it. I mean, it is going to destroy our movement speed, but whenever we have... we missed out on the opportunity to get blue candle yesterday, so maybe we can get red candle. I mean, red candle is the inferior of the two, unfortunately, but hey, it's still better than black hole. Black hole is... just like in Mega Bonk, Black Hole, it sounds good and looks good on paper, but it really isn't. I would say that if we had to compare the two, Mega Bonk's Black Hole to Isaac's Black Hole, I think Isaac's Black Hole at least is a little bit better. And by a little bit, I mean a whole lot better. But with the visual updates for Mega Bonk, who knows? That was one thing with the Black Hole weapon in Mega Bonk, was that if you went size, which everyone should be going for, it would take over the entire screen, just like a lot of the attacks in there. So I'm pretty happy that we did get a visual update there. And obviously the same can happen sort of in a way with Isaac. I mean, not for Black Hole specifically, but obviously there are some effects that just take up the entire screen, and it gets pretty intense to watch. But I would say still, even Isaac at its worst, outside of Wavy Cap, Isaac at its worst is still not as bad as Mega Bonk can be in terms of the visual doo-doo. So it doesn't look like we're going to be able to use, unfortunately, get... Dogtooth, you okay? Because the secret room's right here. Maybe they're both here. Interesting. A weird spot for the secret room and super secret room, especially with that high percentage wall over there. Ooh, we got Green Duke. We got to be careful here. Yeah, so we're going to toss out Black Hole. Look, Black Hole is not terrible, right? It destroys rocks. It effectively disables bosses, especially someone like Green Duke. And on top of that, it also hits air and ground, unlike some other active items. I am going to go all the way back now that we got an HP upgrade to go check to see what's inside the curse room. Maybe we can get a double deal teleport or money or something. And, okay, we got 5 cents. Still not enough for us to get red candle, unfortunately, but what can you do? And we also have the Soul Maggie, which is going to help us if we end up finding like a Temperance machine or something. I'm shocked that both of those items are there. Yeah, or both the secret rooms are there. They're both in the same room. Don't believe me? Watch this. Stand back, noobs. Oh, I was trying to hit the. Yeah, I was trying to hit the donation machine too, but I guess who's the noob now, dog? That would be me. Hi, I'm the noob. We're going to last week's question of the episode, coming in this time from Griffin Hall 2190 on the Mega Lucky video, which honestly that one was all Alex. I did not know, I didn't have an idea for that thumbnail other than I just told him to make Mega look cool and kind of anime-ish. And you know, we usually save our anime designs for the new episodes or something major, like a major episode. And Alex came up with that one. Obviously, it was from the original Naruto series where we had, where Naruto changed into the partial Kyuubi. It wasn't from the Shippuden arc, but it was from the first series of the anime, and I was not expecting that. So hats off to Alex for that, as he does an amazing job on everything. Obviously, Alex also did all 20 characters from Megabonk. Speaking of Megabonk, so every Megabonk thumbnail from pretty much the from now to the end of times will have a character artwork done by Alex. So Alex works hard. I know that we still haven't had a YouTube short or a TikTok in a while though. Alex has been busy with stuff, but they're coming. I promise. They are on the way. We've got a lot of good ideas for in the world. Oh, we have the swallowed M80. I didn't realize that. Okay, well. Dagaz, we may have to actually use this Dagaz rune. We know that the secret room's here thanks to the dog tooth. Dog. Bug. I'm going to save this bomb here for possibly the Penny-Eyed Keeper. That's where the boss is, so we should at least try to go find the item room first. They'd use the Soul of Bethany. Oh, actually, you know what? This might actually be where the boss is. Now that I'm looking at the map. One of those sneaky maps where we find the shop before the item room. Using the Soul of Bethany here, which does give us Spectral Tears. And nope. I was correct the first time. Okay. So anyway, going to last week's question of the episode from the Mega Lucky episode. This one was sent in by Griffin Hall 2190, who said, question of the episode, what would you think of an item that allowed you to use Soul Hearts to fill Bone Hearts with? I would love that. I'd be all about that. Being able to actually utilize Bone Hearts in a way that doesn't just leave them totally open and vulnerable would be amazing. An active item here with Tammy's head, which is not a bad active item, but we have to have the accompanying tier effects, namely Brimstone. If we get Brimstone in this one here, in this here Devil Deal, this one here right here, then I'd be very happy. Definitely need to make up for yesterday's stinker of a run. But yeah, I would love to have an item that allows me to fill Bone Hearts with Soul Hearts. That would just be best for both worlds, especially if you're talking about fragile characters like Jacob and Esau, or like Tainted Lazarus, or Lazarus in general. It would be great for them all around. So, Black Hole Pin. Where's your sin? For beating you for the win. Black hole pin. Where's your sin? Where's your sin? Good death list here. Unfortunately, no Brimstone. So I guess we're just gonna stick with Black Hole for now. It is worth it for us to check to see inside the item room or item shop, because it may have a Soul Heart in there. It doesn't, but have starter deck though. I'll take a starter deck. Take that for show. And then we can also have enough to buy the key here, and ooh, we got a sun card, so we can save both of those right now. We had enough to buy a bomb and a key back, so very, very good. This is a pretty good floor. Hopefully Death's List can actually do something for us this time. Nah, we don't want that. We want to make sure we get keys. I'm gonna use the sun card now, just because. We can get a nickel from that, thanks to the good old desk list here. The ace of spades. I'm actually gonna use the ace of spades in here because we have no keys at all. Let me use the Empress card first. I'm gonna pick up this nickel because I don't want to lose that, and then we go. Boop. There we go. So plenty of keys now. That ace of spades was huge, and I probably have to thank starter deck for that, because another thing a starter deck does, on top of letting you hold more than one card, rune, or consumable, it also turns all pills into cards. So that was probably a pill that was converted into the ace of spades, and we also got a golden key out of it too. So that's even better. Still holding on to the Dagaz rune, so if we do end up getting a really bad or mistimed Curse of the Lost or Curse of the Blind or whatever, then hey, that's all good. What happened to the other floating head here? Was that Bethany Wisp? Was that an eraser wisp? Because if it was, that's awesome. I didn't notice anything different about it other than it was red, so I don't know. Got a Gluttony fight in here. This should be pretty easy to deal with. Drop a bomb there, just a little present for Gluttony. Look at a soul heart, very nice. Ooh, okay, Burnt Penny. Even though Burnt Penny can be a little bit of a liability sometimes, I'm still gonna take it. No way there's no way we complete this in here. Not even gonna try. So Death's List, if you didn't know what it does, obviously, it will put that white skull over enemies, and then if you destroy the enemies in the order that the skull denotes, you have a chance of getting a stat up, or a consumable drop, or something like that. And this time we got a nickel that I can't hit. Oh, we got a golden bomb, so maybe I can bomb this out at an angle. Yeah, there we go. Big time plays. Look at that, golden bomb and golden key here in Caves 1. And Black Hole doing some good work over here. Now, if you destroy an enemy outside of the order that the skull is trying to tell you to, you will not get anything. You get nothing, sir. Good day, sir. You lose. Can't get that in there. So it's always worth trying for Death's List, but certainly don't make a habit out of getting hit while trying to complete it. It's never worth it. So yeah, that absolutely was an eraser wisp from the Soul of Bethany. So I did not know that could happen, and that's pretty awesome. So we inadvertently erased the Isaac head turrets, and that's great. Oh my gosh! Options gave us a third soul heart, and then Death's List gave us a fourth soul heart to use. So that's great. I knew that was going to happen. That's okay. We got plenty of HP now. Give me Mega Fatty. Gonna do that. He's so fat that apparently gravity doesn't affect him. Trying to get him close to this barrel here. There we go. And we get a Tears upgrade, a much needed Tears upgrade. We need to get some damage though, but with this amount of HP, definitely is worth it for us to go all the way back to the curse room. And this is kind of has the same problem that we had yesterday, which was just the back and forth thing over and over and over again. That caused the time to be really inflated in that run. But there were other factors too, like the really bad shot speed runs combined with basically no Tears upgrades at all makes for a very arduous, kind of annoyingly bad or slow run. I won't say bad, slow. And we got a luck upgrade. Sure. We lost one soul heart that we were going to immediately replenish with the squeezy heart for a luck upgrade. So definitely worth it. So it was basically just a free upgrade. All it cost was a little bit of time. This run's not going to make boss rush. But it is what it is. I mean, we have a better base to build a build off of now than we did yesterday. And that's an improvement. Because yesterday's was, again, it didn't feel like a bad run, but it wasn't a good run. So it was a weird run. All right, here we go. Caves 2. Got a key and double bomb payout. Options, by the way, is that gray question mark that we bought in the previous shop. And whenever there is a random drop, it will give us a second choice. I don't want to lose the burnt penny here. I also don't want. You know what? Burnt penny, you can stay there. So we got a Yoker card. Okay. Temperance machine. The temperance machine will at least let us get out of this room for free. Well, actually, no, it's not going to matter because we don't have any. We do not have any soul hearts or any red hearts. I mean, I don't want to lose that. Oh, actually, you know what? We do. We have a strength card. I don't want to lose the Gauze rune just in case the game gives us Curse of the Blind. So we use the strength card there, drop the temperance machine, and what that does is that gives us a red heart HP container that we can then activate our iframes, our invulnerability frames, for those who don't know. And that will allow us to basically just tap out of there before taking damage on our soul heart. And that's the most important thing is protecting and preserving that soul heart for us. Even though it's only half of a soul heart, hey, you never know, man. You really don't. Anyone who's ever played the Isaac will tell you that, yeah, it's easy come, easy go when it comes to HP. It's got to be here, then. That's the only other spot that can be. Bomba. So very happy we got Incubus. Obviously, it's going to double our damage, essentially, because it doubles all of our tiers. Copies our projectiles. Incubus is just one of the ultimate bros. So this is an example of a more options drop. We could take the penny or take a key. We already have plenty of keys right now, so I'm just going to opt for the penny. Even though it's not an equivalent exchange there, because keys cost at the base a bare minimum of 5 cents. Got a golden heart here, and we've gone the wrong way. Right. So in this instance where it dropped the chest, you don't get to have the chest and then pick from the contents. Is either you take the chest or whatever else it flipped through. Gonna be real mad if the item room's over here. Hey, not real mad, but if this is a dead end. Okay, so pulled off the trigger for a second there. See if we can maybe. Nope. Got screwed by the fly. Oh wow, the shop's over here. That's weird. This should be an easy death list completion here. The only thing that could screw us is this champion. Yeah, that almost screwed us. There we go. There we go. Very clean. And we got a soul heart from him. Nice. Bueno, 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 bueno. I guess we'll take Voodoo Head. Voodoo Head has proven itself to be pretty reliable for the most part, but again, keep in mind that it costs you double the amount of HP now, especially when we're talking about the later levels, in just to gain entry into the cursed rooms to see if you got something worthwhile. What's going on with you two? You're telling me that you can't. Either one of you got sucked in like that? Black Hole doing a great job at keeping down the riffraff. Ooh, the Eternal D Sizzle. Now we're talking. The Eternal D Sizzle. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. crawl space in here, according to Apollo. There it is. Okay, money's good, so we can get that Eternal D Sizzle. By money, I mean 1 cent. Ooh, Petrified Poop. Much better trinket than the Burnt Penny. I'm going to open up this Mimic chest here again in hopes that we get money and we get a useless trinket, so... Continue for that there, game. Get on you, mate. Oh, those Aussies. Those crazy, crazy Aussies. I guess we'll take the key. Get our soul heart right back. So, getting the Eternal D6 would be nice. We can use Dad's key to get into the boss trap room. I'm really trying hard to make every advantage present itself here. And again, Boss Rush was dead in the water the second that we got Small Rock, so I'm not even worried about that. Okay. Okay, game. Might as well stop by over here in the arcade because now we're guaranteed 100% to get the Eternal D Sizzle. Gonna be a little bit of a harder room to complete Death's List in because of all the projectiles. I do some fancy dodging. Whoops. Doodle. Fancy dodge. I can't believe we haven't taken a hit here. Dodging on point today, baby. Here we go. We got a movement speed upgrade. Finally. Finally getting something good here from Death's List. I mean, a luck upgrade's fine, but it's not ideal. So, at least we got something. No. I mean, Mega Maul. Yeah, that would be so cool if the fires that Black Hole sucked in actually dealt damage to the attacker. You get a damage upgrade, and we also got our Devil Deal, so no need to use the Joker card. Oh, wait. And Curse the XL. Alright. So, Curse the XL is the only curse that the Degazrun cannot do anything about. It's unfortunate, but you know, it's just when the game decides to be a jerk and take away a lot of our spawns and advantages here. You need to go this way first, yeah. This is going to be an annoying one to try to get here. But again, it's almost always worth trying to do Death's List whenever you can. Again, it's not something you want to take a hit for, but if it's simple rooms like this, you should be okay to do so. We got a key from that. Yeah, I'm not going to mess with this. We don't have piercing shots. Enjoy. Yeah, we get a Sack Room Shuffle here. And this is definitely worth attempting anyway. Look, our movement speed is already real slow. We don't need the HP currently, but if we get a couple more upgrades to our movement speed, then maybe we can talk hard. To really leave these red hearts down here just in case we do get enough HP to play the Sack Room. And we got a shot speed upgrade. Okay. Got a chest and a heart anyway there, so that was good. Got plenty of keys, plenty of bombs, tons of consumables. It's one of the bright spots of this run so far. And we get Old Bethany again, which apparently can give you eraser wisps. I did not know that. And we also get the belly button, which is going to allow us to have a second trinket spot. And on top of that, it also gave us the safety cap now, which is awesome because the pill cap gives us a 10% chance to gain a pill after clearing a room. Now, why does that matter? You don't take pills, Invicta. Yes, I know that. But remember, we also have Starter Deck. And Starter Deck turns all pills into cards. So, in theory, we now have a 10% chance, additional bonus chance, to get a tarot card after every clear. And that's pretty good. That's pretty nice. We got a charge key here, so we might as well go use Black Hole. The Fool card, I don't think we're going to be leaving the mom fight. All right, here's our first curse room. And it takes us, ooh, baby. It takes us to the Devil Deal here. Now we have a very interesting scenario with 9 lives and a Sanguine Bond. Okay, so we one-tap Sanguine Bond. That's great. And I think what we do now is we just go full ham and cheese on Sanguine Bond here. So you see the percentages over there on the left-hand side from External Information Mod. Yeah, I'm digging this. So, okay, starting off with damage upgrade. Another damage upgrade, sure. Got the money, okay. 2 soul hearts is great. More money's excellent. More damage as well, nice. And remember, we're also getting flies from infestation, so we got a huge damage upgrade in there. Okay. So very, very, very bueno. It's very muy excelente bueno. Excelente. Spanish Mosh Pit's like, no! Alright, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to use the Degaz rune now. Just to give us that soul heart, and also frees us up for full mapping here with the world card we just picked up. And then we still maintain the Joker card. And we honestly, I screwed up a little bit here. How did I screw up? It may not be as obvious, but I screwed up by not taking red heart damage and nullifying our chance to get back in the Devil Deal. Now, why would I want to do that? I would want to do that because I want to have the maximum amount of extra chance to get a Devil Deal on the next floor. We already know what's inside of this Devil Deal, so we don't need to go in there. It actually is beneficial for us to take red heart damage and nullify this Devil Deal because we don't want it at all. We need to see way more keys than you out of this, because I gave you like 10 keys in a row where you didn't give us anything. Okay. Yeah, so we need to take red heart damage here. I'm going to take the money. We can double it before finding our next shop, wherever the hell that's going to be. We don't have any keys. That's right. I wonder why we don't have any keys. Key beggar. The reverse devil card, which is going to give us an easy free kill on mom. It's going to go ahead and use the 2 of diamonds now. It's not perfect, but that's fine. We get a range upgrade. And then what we can do is we can go fight mom and then die in there, or we still need to find the shop. But if we died in the mom fight, that would take us back out and allow us to continue this floor without us having to get the Fool card. Cricket leg. It's okay. It sometimes gives you locusts that are helpful. It can give you war locusts, though, which do explode, which is why I'm not super high on the item. I think you should always opt for the chests when you get a chance to pick one up. Need more of them Yaves. This is gonna be annoying. I'm just gonna do that. Bro Baby 2.0 getting in there, getting him some. Hangman. Eh. And we still haven't found the other item, the other curse room yet either. Oh, Napoleon. So you're seeing the payoffs here from, look at that, we got another card. A tarot card. The payoffs that you're seeing here from us having Pill Cap and Starter Deck have been really kicking into overdrive right now. Drop a bomb, maybe we get a Soul Heart. We didn't. This also replenishes our fly count here thanks to Infestation 1. So we've got some pretty interesting and weird synergies going on right now, which I do like. Okay, there's Tarot Cloth. We're going to die going in here, possibly. There's our second Guppy item. Justice. Justice is going to give us a heart, so we won't die. First Hermit card. Sure. I know that we killed our reverse devil card there, but it doesn't really matter. 99 cents, baby. All right, so now we need to try to take red heart damage. There we go. So we've effectively canceled out our devil deal deliberately to make sure that we get a devil deal on the next floor. Also, well, it's not guaranteed, but it goes from, if we had qualified, I'll put it in this perspective. If we had qualified for the devil deal on this floor, right, especially after going in there and knowing what's in there, we would have reset the counter back to its base value, which is 33.8% on the next floor. Remember, this is an XL floor as well, so we don't want that to happen. By effectively getting rid of the chance for us getting a devil deal on this floor, now what we've done is we've raised the potential for us to get a devil deal on the next floor from 33.8% to 67% now, 67.8. So it's not guaranteed, but it's at least better than going in there with the bare minimum of chances to get a devil deal. So it's a strategic red heart damage move. Hopefully that makes sense. Nope, not gonna fall for it. Their HP, it's fine. Yeah, we got the Fool card. Still need to go get that World card. Arrow Cloth wouldn't be bad, especially with us having starter deck. E-Twizzle. Okay. Ooh. Also got a reverse moon card here. Alright, so let's go back into the Tienda. Oh, Robo Baby. Come on, brother. You didn't have to do us like that. Well, I'm just going to use it now because we don't need to be in there. We get Mom's Contact. Okay. Mom's Contact's going to give us the freeze effect. Not in the traditional freeze like Uranus, but the freeze effect as in the one that basically just petrifies enemies. There we go. Compost is interesting, especially with Infestation 2, but it's not an item that we need. Ooh. Okay, another squeezy gives us another tears up. Hey, I will not turn that down at all. Absolutely. All right, fine. Fine, game. Not going to give me the roll, then I'm just going to take the glowing hourglass then. Now, what's nice about having the glowing hourglass in the world card here is going to be the fact that we are going to be able to see every map from now on, as long as we don't get Curse of Lost. What do I mean by that? Well, essentially what we can do is we can use the world card like this. Oh, there's a mini boss over there. And then we can kind of get a lay of the land, and then we undo it with the glowing hourglass, and all of a sudden, bang, bang, boom, we have our world card back. What does the Tarot Cloth do to the world card yet? Doesn't say. It does something, but so yeah. So this was even though it was an XL floor, it ended up being a pretty okay floor. Still bad though, because we've also just been robbed out of an extra curse room now that we invested in. We've also been robbed out of a devil deal. We've been robbed out of, you name it. There's other special spawns that we could have missed out on, secret rooms, an extra shop. So even though Curse of the XL looks like it can be okay, it's not. Yeah, we need some damage. Might as well boost it even more. Lamb's gonna be a little tricky though. Okay, so we don't want to use the world card here and then use the glowing hourglass. Why is that? Because it takes us back to the previous floor, and then we have to go through the transition thing again. So now I'm going to use the world card. Actually, I'm going to walk out of here because I don't want to have to re-clear that room. Use the world card. Let's take a look. We have one curse room above us, but remember, this is now going to cost us 4 soul hearts to go in, or 4 hearts total to go into every single curse room. And that's not worth it. This is where the strength of Voodoo Head really starts to waver. And then we just need to go, yeah, it's just a straight shot to the boss. So no problem at all. Use the glowing hourglass. Get our world card back. We know where the secret room is thanks to the world card. And everything else, and that's great. So it's a nice little trick there. Brought to you by your good old friends Invicta. I saw a comment on last week's, or not last week's, a couple days ago, where somebody said, "Oh, mama." I mean, that's not what they said, but death certificate. Oh man. Okay. Now we are into a late game run here. Well, almost late game run. We need tears real bad. We need a lot of things real bad here. But we also could get Guppy. Just flat out get Guppy. So it's a guaranteed Guppy versus something insane. And what would be the ideal item? I don't even know. So Death Certificate allows us to go into the special level where we can pick literally anything in the game. Libra is also a possibility. Holy Mantle would allow us to go into the curse rooms for free. Godhead's always an option. Soy Milk, but our damage isn't quite there for Soy Milk. Sacred Orb is always a possibility too. This is definitely a dilly of a pickle we're in right now. Because we have so many needs. Man, it's hard to pass up the guppy. Wafers over there too. That would also lessen the amount of damage that we take from curse rooms. Also, buddy, check him out now. You don't have any synergies that require anything else currently. The wafer makes a strong case, especially with us having Sanguine Bond. Let's have Terra there. Man, I don't know. This is really a tough one here. We rarely get into the situation where we have so many needs to be met and then get a late game death certificate. You know, we could do a strategic R key as well. I'm gonna do it. We're locked in now. Now I'm not saying we're gonna go for an Omega run on this run. Okay, yeah, start off with a damage upgrade. I'm not saying that we're gonna go for an Omega run here, but this is one of those times where I think that a strategic R key play is warranted, based on the fact that we've got bits and pieces of a good run, but not necessarily a god run or something like that. So this allows us to have the freedom to just say, you know what, I'm going to go back and start over again after the victory lap. And, you know, we could go for an Omega run, but that's not my main priority here, especially with the video being already 43 and a half minutes long. Plus, I have to go to PT in literally 45 minutes, so I won't have time to dedicate 2 hours to an Isaac video. But I'm not going to let that get in the way of us enjoying this content, though, of course. Get a range upgrade there from Death's List, and we get absolutely bupkis from the Devil Deal, of course. Yeah, worked out. Traded the Bone Heart for 2 Black Soul Hearts. We'll take that. What were you? Magician card. Hey, oh yeah, that's right, our world card. Okay. Interesting turn of events here in this run. All right, I'm going to use the world card here. And remember, we don't have the glowing hourglass anymore, so it doesn't really matter. It's back to a one-time use. Shot speed getting a little out of control. That's a very common tendency with Death's List. Oh my gosh, that's a mega chest. What a chest it was. Look at all that money, baby. Got a little bit of a refund on the keys, so I'll take that. But more importantly, look at all this stuff. Look at this. Gonna take the red patch. We might as well in case we do get hit. Great freezer by Mom's contact. And we got a damage upgrade. Nice. Death's List starting to pop off now. No reason for us to use a key to go into the library when we can use one of our 33 bombs to get in there. Yes. The answer is yes. I mean, we touch these for the bookworm. That's about it. We can use the Book of Revelations, but yeah, we're not replacing our R key. We sacrificed a lot for this R key. Because I'll be honest with you, I wanted to go Sacred Heart. But we've done that plenty of times for death certificate runs. Gertie, you okay? She's kind of wilding out over there. Another damage upgrade. Look at this. Still only one away from Guppy. But yeah, I was going to go Sacred Heart there in that death certificate room, and I figured, we've seen that kind of often lately, so let's switch it up a bit. And the R key does make sense, unlike this devil deal. Charge key doesn't matter. We could go for the Leviathan transformation, maybe. Okay, got a damage upgrade. Nothing. Nothing. And we get the nail. 1 of 3 for the Leviathan. And what we can do is we can go back into the library and get one of those soul hearts refunded thanks to the Book of Revelations and that full charge. Now, technically what we could do if we really, really, really wanted to push it, we could go for another full clear to charge the Book of Revelations even more. But I'm not going to do that, though. That one I am doing specifically because A, we don't need to do that, and B, I am starting to get kind of limited on time, so. I mean, if I have to pause the video recording while I'm at physical therapy, I could do that too. I don't want to. I don't want to lose the recording, and then there's going to be some explaining to do. If all of a sudden there's a if all of a sudden, if let's say for example the MP4 does get corrupted, there's no way to recover it. So then it's just we go on to the next episode of Isaac, and then this one gets skipped, and then everyone starts losing their mind. This reverse fool card, nah. We did get into the curse room 1 for free, so we might as well go see if we can get our last Guppy item here. Which is another reason why I decided not to go for a Guppy transformation in that death certificate room, was because we have Voodoo Head. And you would think that we would have a greater chance to get paid out with a Guppy item, but that's not happened yet. Backfly is doing the work for us. There's a Chariot card there. A nickel. For soul hearts, great. I don't know what our HP is currently at, but I know that we're probably sitting pretty right now. Wow, that was an immediate payout for Death's List. Oh my god. Oh, flies. You boned it. You boned it, Forest Flies. According to Apollo, there's a crawl space in here somewhere, and there it is. Wow. Yes, we have the extra trinket, but honestly, that trinket's not even worth walking over to pick up, so. And we got a shot speed upgrade. Again, it's a very, very common theme whenever you have Death's List or Keeper Sack. Well, it's trying to maneuver Mom's knife here to where we can actually hit Stanley. If you're wondering why the duration was so long there, it's because of Tarot Cloth. Tarot Cloth doubles the effect of most cards. Not all of them. It used to do all of them, but now it's just most. That was deemed way too fun. Let's see. I don't remember what the other cards were, and honestly, I can't be bothered. I was in the dark room. I check from below for sure. We might as well get the Necronomicon here for the Bookworm transformation. Got another range upgrade. Oh my gosh. Okay, there's Larynx and yep. Well, if the Secret Room's up here, then maybe Lamb is up here. The Stars card. Took us a fair bit away. Oh my gosh. Get lost contact again. Looking back, lost contact. The only way that it would have screwed us there, by it I mean the Stars card, is if it took us directly to Lamb. Then we would have lost our Archie, and I would have been right pissed off. Oh, bro, baby, stop. Stop. There we go. Wow, it's amazing we got a payout from this room. Oh my gosh, Contract from Below is just going absolutely ham. Fortunately, it's not producing any like usable items, but it is going ham. Wow. Okay, game. Look, I appreciate all the extra items we're getting and all, but are we really getting any items if they're not worth picking up? This is my rhetorical for you for the day. Hamzai doing a phenomenal job at keeping us going here. I guess this is going to be a dead end. A 3 super slots. No way we're going to complete that one. Way too many spiders. 4chan. Yep. Yep. Multi-dimensional baby. Many of us conjoined, unfortunately. Yeah, we got a range upgrade. I say unfortunately because now it's pretty much guaranteed that we're never going to get a Deathless payout ever again. All going into the whole want to control your outgoing DPS sort of discussion that we always had. The golden discussion. Yep. All right, we're ready to go fight Lamb. Ha 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 ha. You thought I was gonna do it, didn't you? You thought there was a non-0% of you out there that thought that I was gonna forget about Archie, didn't you? Didn't you? I mean, rightfully so, because I do forget things a lot, much as I hate to admit it. Not this time. Oh no, no friends. Don't worry, Mosh Pit. I did not forget. We do a little bit of trolling here. So overall, a pretty meh dark room, I guess, because we didn't really get a whole lot. We got Shielded Tears, Multi-Dimensional Baby, and that was it. And Contract from Below, I suppose, but... I gotta say, Mom's Contact doing a lot of the heavy lifting for all of our crowd control right now. Doing work. Doing work on these fools. Go get him, little Gertie. Look at that. No problem at all. Yeah, we're going to do Victory Lap. Second seed, 9 Alpha 48 Lima Juliet Charlie 6. All right, so we've got a little work to do here. I am gonna go for pentagram, obviously. Okay, we're gonna have to go back to the menu because multi-dimensional baby is doing that thing. Let's go to the menu. And that only happens when you do a victory lap. Go to the menu, leave, and then come back. Okay, game. Maybe next time you just won't drop all the bombs on us at once. Crack the Skizzle's great, but it's not our key great. Oh my gosh. I have 99 cents, so losing that's not a big deal. So when do we use the R key, you might be asking? Well, probably when we go fight Delirium. If we go that far. Apparently the super secret room's over here too. Get our black soul hearts back, so it's good. Yeah, it's probably going to be whenever we fight Delirium. Got a movement speed upgrade, thankfully. Our damage is starting to get okay. We got a range upgrade again. Thank you, game. I think that, you know, it's always definitely worth to try for an Omega run in most cases, but in this one here, it's not that we don't have to do that. It was at the start anyway. It was us going for just simply a strategical R key play. Stars card, full card. Might as well go to use the stars card here, save us a key. Oh. Definitely an item room. Oh my gosh, things are popping up everywhere. Crawl space, yeah. And Scorpio, I like Scorpio. Poison shots going on. We get a damage upgrade again from Death's List, and things are really starting to fall into place here. Coupon. Yeah, we don't really need the coupon. Okay, Voodoo Head, I'm not gonna lie. You've been less than stellar today. And I know we're on a winning run and everything, but I need you to step it up, son. Monster from below stepping up. Look at this. Take Petrified Poop again, might as well. We have an extra trinket slot for it. And it's going to be Baby Plum. Gets Baby Dunked. We get a movement speed upgrade here with Consolation Prize. And we faded Sack Dagger the first time. Not this time. I got a damage upgrade there, which is nice. Although that may have been from the red patch. That one was definitely from Sanguine Bond. I definitely would not mind getting the Leviathan transformation here. Okay. Well, we're still leaving with a very good amount of damage and a ton of attack flies. And if all those attack flies hit the same target, boy, brother, that's going to be a world of hurt. Excuse me, game. I could have swore that we erased these. Game. That's definitely a bug. I'm going to have to report this on both. We get the mind, which is great. Okay, Fanny Pack is Fanny awesome. A Judgment, which is double Demon Judgment. And a Hierophant card. Let's go. Tower. Good stuff right there. Good stuff, Voodoo Head. The mind is going to show us the entire map now. So we now have just permanent mapping. And we might be able to get the Ultra Secret Room here. It was a good attempt, though. So mapping is definitely going to speed things up here, which is good. And that, I mean, our stats are also going up like crazy, too, thanks to Death's List as well as Sanguine Bond. Both of those working in tandem with each other. Come on, Voodoo Head. I know you're better than this. I've seen you do it. And we get a... We got a second Archie, y'all. Oh, this is very interesting now, because now with the reverse, or with the mystery card, this uses our spacebar item without using our spacebar item. Or does it? It may consume Archie. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it just emulates your active item. I'll have to test it. There's a sulfur, so we can get 2 or 3 for the Leviathan. No, we did get some Leviathan. That's right. I forgot we had. I forgot that we had gotten Pentagram. So now all of a sudden this gets very interesting here with the mystery card, because theoretically anyway we have a second Archie, which would enable us. That's all we need for an Omega run. The shot speed upgrade again. No Guppy item, by the way. I'm going to switch off the mystery card just in case if I accidentally fat finger the button there. Ooh, King Baby's going to be good. For you. Joker card. Let's just use the Joker card now. Get Abyss and Bloody Lust, which I will take Bloody Lust. No reason not to. Get a little bit of extra damage here and some extra flies thanks to the Demon Judgment, and also Fanny Pack pays out too, which is nice. So let's go backwards and go into our item room real fast here. Still lots of money too. King Baby's great though for this build with all these followers we've got. Lots of money here. Lots of moolah. Zive Shadow. Super Secret Room's here, obviously. Lack of keys, though, is starting to kind of become a problem. Another squeeze. This is our third squeezy, by the way. Got a Reverse Emperor card. Okay. Let's use the Reverse Emperor card now, just to give us an extra boss item. Okay. At least we're getting all the range upgrades out of the way, I suppose. PJs is a ton of HP here. Saved your life, Demon Judgment. You owe me. More damage upgrades. It's hard to tell which one that's coming from. Okay. Instantly almost back to full HP. At the start here, you wouldn't have thought that we had a chance. You know, we talked about wanting a banger run here, and this is starting to turn out to be that way. It definitely didn't look like that at the very beginning, but now we got a real shot at getting an Omega run here. Yeah, it's Curse the Blind. Secret room doesn't matter here. It's a blind item. It's a blind floor. Even if we are on a winning run, you still don't want to get TM Trainer or Missing Node. Same reason why we're not going in the shop. It's blind. I don't care. That goes Brownie. We get meat. Now for an Omega run, we also have to do Boss Rush and Hush. So Boss Rush obviously is going to be pretty easy to do because I mean, we're here in 8 minutes and 50 seconds. You can also do it on if you R key, but remember, anytime you R key, it is going to not reset the timer. Oh. We get Skinny Odd Mushroom. Oh, snap. Wow, our tears rate's about to get crazy. Yeah. We don't have a key to get into the item room or store. We still don't. But we can get into the shop with the hermit cards. That's not a big deal. First magician card, meh. So many bombs flying everywhere. Okay, there's our item room key. Take it. And so the plan now is to do Boss Rush. Phase with double R key. World card. Need that. So we do Boss Rush. We see if we can get a double deal, then use the Hermit card to get out. I dropped back here. Then we take the Polaroid and go up to fight Isaac, Blue Baby. Did not get a double deal. 73%, by the way. We get Backstabber, which is great. There's all kinds of explosions happening over there. And look at this tears right here, thanks to Skinny on Mushroom, which now breaks the tears cap, by the way. That causes some damage, but it's definitely worth it. You still get a movement speed upgrade as well. If you're enjoying this video, everybody, make sure you click the like button. Hey, look, I could have phoned it in. I had PT to get to and stuff like that. I could have just phoned it in and said, nah, let's just take Sacred Heart and be done with it. But I know the Mosh Pit wants to see an Omega run. I'm originally wasn't going for it, but now we're definitely going for it. So if you appreciate those efforts, want to give me a little bit of love, just click the like button. Of course, you can leave a comment as well. And remember, we're only 3 away, or maybe possibly 2 away from the light streak goal of draw from memory. First time we're ever going to do something like that here. And also keep in mind that the light streak will kick in even if it's a non-Isaac episode. We had Mega Bonk coming through with one of those. So it is possible. Same thing goes for YouTube Shorts. All that stuff. Yeah, I'm still not going to take Key Judgment there, game. Stopwatch is kind of whatever, but at least we got another method of crowd control here. And I'm going to take 2 of spades so we can double our keys. We still have our mystery card, which is good. And it's not time for Delirium yet. At this point, I'm going to assume we're just not going to get Guppy. Nope, don't have time, Apollo. I've got to be out the door in 20 minutes, literally. I don't want to have to pause the recording because I don't want to lose this run in case something happens. We did get Guppy. Look at that. We get the Gupster. In the rock right, meow. Hey, game. Golden key there, but I don't care at this point. Oh, okay, now I care. Strength card, nah. Another Tears upgrade. We just need the keys here. Synth oil, we finally get another damage upgrade. So we got to go beat Hush, beat Isaac, beat Blue Baby, beat Delirium, go down to Alt Path, beat Mother, and then come back out to do one final run into Old Beastie for the Omega run. Oh, we got to beat Mega Satan too. Wait. We need a sack room or Dad's key. Yeah, we need a sack room shuffle to get into the Mega Satan room. Forgot about that. Yeah, that didn't even register my brain. I totally forgot about that. So, okay, so the only time that we can get a sack room now is going to be in the cathedral. If we don't get one there, then we may be cooked. Unless we get a devil deal here against Hush. Not devil deal, sorry. Let's get Dad's key somewhere in here. And glitter bombs. Actually, no, I forgot we had King Baby. King Baby and Little Brimstone's actually goated. Then we're getting tired of the word goated yet? No, I kind of am. Keeper Sack. Okay, so Keeper Sack's gonna give us random stat ups whenever we buy anything. Oh, it's still saying there's a crawl space in here. And we get Dad's key, but unfortunately we can't keep it because we don't have a school bag. Are you kidding me, game? I can't believe that. We don't have school bag. So we still need a sack room shuffle in the cathedral, otherwise we can't do an Omega run. But hey, at least I put forth the effort to do it. I feel like it's the first time we've been hit in a while. Also, I don't know what just hit me right there. Unless there was another mob that was frozen that I didn't see. Old Hushy's getting smoked right now. Down he goes. Down goes Old Hushy. And let's see if we get a sack room here. We do get a sacrifice room, so we're not done yet. All right, so we got to play this to completion here. The unicorn poop would have been useful there if we didn't tap it, but get monstrance, which is kind of whatever. Got another unicorn poop thanks to Bozo, which I think is kind of funny. There we go. So, Mega Stand key has been procured. Got to get a move on here. I apologize for rushing through things, everybody, but hopefully you understand. to really bomb my way out of this room. I mean, even with me kind of rushing through things, I don't think I'm going to be done in 15 minutes. I'd like to think so, but we're going to have to really haul butt. Yeah, because we still have to go all the way to alt path and then do it again for Beastie. Having the Emperor card is going to be pretty useful for us in the chest, though. We don't have to look for Blue Baby. Not that we wouldn't know where he is anyway because we have the mine, but I'm just saying we don't have to travel there. All right, so we take the... Go see what's inside the chest, take the Emperor card to Blue Baby, and then work our way backwards to go fight Megastan. Or we can fight Megastan now. No, let's do it this way because I don't know if the Emperor card is going to get us out of the Megastan door and put us back in the chest. See here, we're just kind of just bullying Blue Baby here with Shielded Tears and our fire rate. And so now goes Blue Baby. We need to work our way backwards to Megastan now, which is a long way to go. Thank goodness we got the mine for this, too. Joined actually helping us out quite a bit. Able to hit those weird angles for us to apply backstab. You know what I could have done? Well, no, it wouldn't have worked the way that I wanted it to. What I could have done is I could have duplicated the tarot card to try to get another mystery card just as an ultra fail-safe in case it does consume the art key. I'm pretty sure it doesn't, but I could be wrong. Yeah, Mega Satan, absolutely no chance here. And what's crazy is our damage isn't even all that nuts. Like 20.69 damage is not, I mean, it's very good, obviously, but it's nothing game-breaking. You know, it's not a huge amount of damage that we're talking about. Our fire rate's also what's kind of doing it for us. And then combine that with the Guppy Flies from the Mulligan effect is surprisingly powerful. And we are just canceling out all of his projectiles. Now goes Megastan like a chump. Hey, like a chump. Hey. And we got to book it to... Ooh, don't do that. Okay, we got to book it to Delirium here. I don't know if this is Delirium. I'm hoping. Not. Gonna be the Gishter. The Gishter. We know that there's nothing over there, so my guess is he's going to be up in the top left is what I'm guessing. Also known as the northwest. Definitely don't need God's flesh. What? Oh. There we go. Very confused for a second. And check down here too, because there's a possibility that Delirium is here. That was a very good Timid Rock right there. Bomb, a key, and a soul heart. Sign me up. It is Delirium. Okay. So this is going to be the ultimate, the answer here. Does the mystery card not consume our key? I'm almost certain that it doesn't, because I feel like I've done it before a couple of times. But the game does change, so I could be wrong. Delirium just has no answer for the Shielded Tears. Okay. All right, down goes Delirium. Have the keys. I want to go back and get this Eternal Heart because I don't know how much HP we have. Oh, just got another HP too. All right, so we're going to use the mystery card. Let's see if it consumes the R key. It does not. So there we go. All right, now we got to go to Alt Path. Not going to delay. We're just going to go down here and do it. So we have to go to Alt Path now and beat Mother. And then all we have to do from there is just go fight Beastie after using the R key. Can we do it? In 9 minutes. I don't think so. If I have to pause the recording, I will. I worry about losing it. Especially if the game's paused for an extended period of time. You never know. That would suck a lot. Okay, so we got to get the knife piece here. I'm just going to take a stab at seeing what's in the boss trap room. Key upgrade. This is, I think, going to be... Ooh, wow. Brittle Bones. Massive. More tears up for us. Okay, so there's the mirror. Purposely throwing away these bone hearts because I want the permanent tears upgrade, excuse me. Pick up there. Okay, so there's the white fire. We got our tears right now, 9.60 with 26 damage. That is very, very good. Okay, let's hit the white fire, then we got to go all the way to the mirror without picking anything up. An hour, 24 minutes, and 12 seconds into the video here. And what a run this turned out to be. I gotta say, October, again, delivering in a big way. If we get a second Omega run out of this, especially after getting one earlier and then also having an extremely powerful run that could have easily been another new episode, yeah. That I think that has to put October 2025 in the running for one of the, if not the most powerful run or month of runs that we've ever seen. I mean, it's the frequency of these power runs has been remarkable, truly remarkable. You just don't see it happen all that often. Find some stuff here real quick just to eke out a little bit more stats. All right, so we got knife piece number 1. There it is. I was looking for it. I was like, wait a second. Knife piece number 1, good. Let's go get knife piece number 2. which is not in this floor. This is the nice thing about having the mind, is that we know exactly where we need to go and where we need to not go. So it's massively, massively, massively going to speed up our clear time. And yeah, Reap Creep's already dead. Down goes Reap Creep. It's time to get the second knife piece here. And we know where that's going to be because it's always in the tall room at the top of the map on Ash Pit 2. And with us having flying, we don't even need to go look for the golden buttons. We can just go do this, farm our way in. This is a fairly long mother run here. It's only 8 rooms, but 2 of them are massive, and 2 of them are long, skinny rooms. So, all right, knife piece number 2. The Tenant Rock in this room, but we can't get to it. And we may take some damage here because I am kind of rushing, obviously. So I'm not going to be as careful as I usually would be here. Necessary risk here. Could have shot that barrel, but obviously. We flew through that. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to pause the recording because I've unfortunately got to be out of here in 3 minutes. So hopefully you all see this on YouTube, and the computer or recording doesn't crash while I'm gone for about 2 hours. But we'll see. Got a full heal there thanks to Bozo. I mean, it's gonna be instantaneous for you all. Obviously, all I'm gonna do is just hit pause on OBS. But what a way to kick off Thursday here with an Omega run, as long as I don't screw up the R key. Like the longest Wick Troll Bomb ever. Got another damage upgrade from Death's List. I love it. Another planetarium here because we've skipped like so many item rooms. Get a huge, huge shortcut here. We've already done boss rush, so we don't need to worry about going to do it again. Gonna take the negative just for extra damage, and we'll take some Victor robes for extra damage. All those flies. All them flies. Okay, knife piece. Need you to dial in here, son. Thank you. Got a Bone Heart, which is going to help us out with Brittle Bones. All right, so we got to go beat Mother and Corpse. Then we'll R-key out of the Mother fight to use, or to get to Beastie. Oh, Beastie. I can be a little late to the PT. I just can't miss it. I'm gonna try to push through here, Mosh Pit. I'm doing this just for y'all. Because I don't want to risk losing the recording just in case if something crazy happens with the computer. Which you never know. Okay, we got a Stars card. At double stars cards. That gives us a teleport here. See if we can get taken close to Mother. I mean, technically, I guess we did because it took us one room over, but... Alright, so let's go fight Mother here. And with Book of Belial, or Eye of Belial and Axe Stabber, should make quick work of her. And there we go. Down goes Mother. And we are only 1 kill away from another Omega run here in the month of October. We've already been to Delirium here. And it's just victory lap, victory formation now to get to Mother, or to get to Old Beastie. Apollo losing his mind over here. Probably because the Steelers lost. Little Steven, I don't care about Little Steven, although it wouldn't matter with us having King Baby, so man, oh man. What a rally this run went through. To have a start that wasn't too bad, but wasn't too good either. And turning it into an Omega run is quite remarkable. We're just collecting stat ups like nobody's business right now because we keep going into rooms and just one-shotting everything. Oh, apparently I hit that. Blood Oath was slightly shifted down because of Sanguine Bond. Shot speed. See, those are erased. I don't understand that. Get a blank rune. Yep. It's blank rune is always black rune. Just remember that. 5 trinkets in that room. Blood Clot. And I will take Abba Dabba Ding Dong. It's going to give us more movement speed and damage. Now, our HP is pretty low. I'm not worried about dying, obviously. I just don't want to get to a death spiral here, especially with me rushing through everything. Remember, everybody, if you enjoy what you see here, hey, it's an Omega run. What more can you ask for on a Thursday run here than an Omega run? Make sure you click that like button. It's the best way to pay me back for being late to my physical therapy. I would appreciate it. Latch key, which is going to give us some soul hearts and keys. And all we got to do is just make our way to Old Beastie and then go through the Ascent, which we're probably going to have to spawn in again. With R key runs, you always have to spawn in Dad's Note, so you can't really do this on mobile or console. Just be aware of that. I'm going to take Flat File just in case. In case there's a bunch of spike rocks or something. Not going to waste any time. We're just going to hop on in. Go see Old Beastie. Old Beastie. Straight shot to Beast here. Oh, Dad's Note is here. Well then.
I spent it. It's gone. Just get over it.
You mean it's gone?
I guess can be friend zone. An Emperor card, which is not going to help us out for the Ascent. At least go back and see what all items we skipped. This damage is quite nice. The Flat File completely cancel out the spikes, which is good.
He's self-destructive and disturbs just like his father.
I cannot believe that we're going to get another Omega run here in the month of October. Seriously, let me know what you guys and gals think about that. About October 2025 being declared possibly the strongest ever. It definitely warrants consideration. I don't remember off the top of my head another month where we got multiple instances of Omega runs on top of having another new episode too. Again, I apologize about speeding through everything here, but hopefully you understand. If you don't, then, well, I don't know what to tell you. It's nice not having to travel too far. We have 55 range, by the way. It's nice just to be able to like have a speed run of looking at the item rooms. Speed running is exactly what we're doing here. That was a very, very fast mother to beast run here.
I'm sorry.
We can get 3 free soul hearts from the bed.
Please don't leave us.
I'm sorry, Isaac.
All right, so it's just Dogma and Beastie left. He's picking Shears to help out a little bit with DPS, not that we need it, of course. Yeah, Dogma's already done. Done dizzle. So the Omega run will be completed, everybody. Thank you very much for all the support on all the series, not just Isaac, but of course Mega Bonk, and also Ball X Pit's been doing very well too. So I love all 3 of those games, obviously. I wouldn't be playing them if I didn't. And it feels like we've got a nice trio of games that we could spread the content around and really entertain even more people to the mosh pit who maybe not are fans of Isaac or just have never seen Isaac before, don't really dig it. Mega Bonk, of course, doing very, very strong. Ball X Pit being extremely popular right now. It does feel like we're peaking at the right time here towards the golden era, getting into the holidays and all that sweet Black Friday advertising rates. Feels good, man. Feels good. And the content, I feel like the content lately has just been some of the top tier that we've done in quite a while. It definitely helps that I'm enjoying all 3 games that we're playing. So, what a run. What a run. If you enjoyed this episode, everybody, make sure you click the like button. Leave a comment down below. I would appreciate it. Especially today, because I'm forcing this to happen so I don't have to worry about the recording being corrupted by whatever reason. So, and this run was just one hell of a run. I mean, going from something that really wasn't all that special to now a Omega run completion for another one down in the month of October 2025. I've got to get out of here. Thank you for watching, everyone. Again, if you enjoyed this video, click the like button, leave a comment down below, and thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and as always, I'll see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. I gotta go. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks to patrons of mine like Flame God 310, Troy Mason, R5, and Sam Darby. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Invicta.